It's already too late, oh no. It won't make sense, oh no. There's no turning back, no. Toyin Brown, wá ṣeré ọmọ. Àní ọ̀rá for ọ̀rá, magi for magi, èlùbọ́ fún èlùbọ́, ọ̀gbọ̀nọ̀ fọ̀gbọ̀nọ̀, mango for mango, wá ṣeré. Ṣé ẹ̀yin èèyàn ti rí fídíò Tóyìn tó ń trend? Tóyìn tó ti ń trend o. Honestly, I don't have any issues with you, Toyin. I love you. In fact, you are my number one. Funke is not my number one. You are my number one. But tó ọ̀rọ̀ bá délé, a máa ṣe kíni? A máa bára wa sọ. Sorry, this your new change. I hope it's permanent. Number one, kéré náà. Ìwọ náà kéré. But the Yoruba woman in you, the ọmọ tó kọ́, tó gbẹ̀kọ́ ọmọ tá a bí ń léèrè. Nǹkan tó ń ṣe kì í ṣe nǹkan tó burú. Ṣó ti get it? Kíyàn máa kíyàn orchestra ó pọ́nyàn lé ó lọ kíyàn ó lọ yẹ wọn sí kì í ṣe nǹkan tí ò dáa. Bọ́ ibi tí ò ti dáa ni pé tó bá ti mọ̀ pé ìwà àtẹ̀yàn ẹ̀ sí ní good time. Èròjọ́ ara yín lẹ́yìn o, ẹ bára yín já o, ẹ ti ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. Má déwájú ẹni o kó wá máa ṣe pẹpẹ fún un. Do you understand this? When there is a fight, you know. When somebody is giving you attitude, you know. When somebody doesn't want to be in your space, you know. And in as much as you and Funke, you are forgetting one thing, competitor. You will always be a competitor. Then ṣe pé competition kan nílé ayé náà ó ń jẹ́ kéèyàn progress sí, ó ń jẹ́ kéèyàn grow. You will always be a competitor. Wọ́n máa máa gbé yín kóra yín báyìí ni. But at the same time, you should always understand that you don't have to let everybody like you. Maybe that's the right word, because you're used to confuse it. Kele like me, kele nífẹ̀ẹ́ mi, kele ṣe. You used to confuse it together. You are loved by a lot of people. You have your own fan base. Titans, kéré. At the same time, you used to behave as if ẹni pé ọmọ ọwọ́ ni ẹ́, ibi tí problem yẹn wà nìyẹn. Sórí ń sìgbà tán pé ẹ lọ bá ti ń sìn orí bára ẹ ṣe wálẹ̀ tó ra jókòó jẹ́ tó jà. Wọ́n sọ pé ẹ fi ilẹ̀ tó bá yá ń sìn tí gbogbo ẹ̀ bá kúrò ń lẹ́sìn ó máa fò jáde ni, ó máa ṣe pẹpẹ fúru again ni. It's not about the pẹpẹ fúru. You can still greet torí jẹ́ ń sọ kíní kan fún ẹ tó ò bá tún kí àwọn èèyàn. Àwọn wèrè náà tó máa sọ ẹlẹ́nu pé ọmọ tó yín ẹ ti bàjẹ́ jù ó ti nígbéraga jù kò tiẹ̀ ó tiẹ̀ rí mi kò kí mi. You will now be in a place tó jẹ́ pé you cannot really tell what you should do right. But let me tell you one thing. Number one ni pé sórí wà ẹ má change ìwà ẹ. Ìwà tó ń wù máa wù. But tó bá ti mọ̀ pé ìwà àtẹ̀yàn ò sí ní the right place, má care about ẹnìyẹn. Ó dàbẹ́ ní pé ọ̀rọ̀ yìí dàbẹ́ ní pé Queen Mother àtẹ̀yàn tí Queen Mother bá ń bájà ní ẹ̀ ní rí Queen Mother kó máa lọ́bì kó máa kéèyàn tó máa ń bájà. Queen Mother will maintain that distance here to here ni. Ó máa maintain distance yẹn ni. So that is just it. But you don't understand boundaries. That is it. Èèyàn tó bá ti mọ̀ pé kì í ṣe èèyàn ẹ̀ má lọ síbẹ̀, má kí wọn, má tẹ̀lé wọn. Tó bá ti mọ̀ pé ẹ̀jọ́ sí Queen Mother ò ní kíyàn tó bá jọ ń jà kò possible. Ẹ tẹ̀ ti rí lójú Queen Mother when she's angry with you, she doesn't want to see you. Wá ti rí lójú ẹ̀. But don't change your character torí àwọn ayé náà ló tún máa sọ ẹlẹ́nu pé Tóyìn ìgbéraga nǹkan tó tún máa yí sí yẹn. Wọ́n ò ní sọ pé òkè nǹkan bá ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ń gbà yẹn o. Wọ́n máa sọ pé ìgbéraga ti gbé wọ̀ sí yẹn kò ń kíyàn mọ́. Wọ́n tún máa ṣe sọ nìyẹn. Wọ́n á tún kẹ́yìn ẹsẹ̀ lómi inú industry. Nǹkan tí mo wò ní pé you cannot remove or change who you are. Bó ṣe ṣe ó dá ó tẹ́ ayé lọ́rùn náà. This one issue you have with Funke is an issue. Èèyàn méjì ń jà ni. Ìjà lásán ni. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ lè parí ẹ̀dẹ̀ lè má parí ẹ̀ ọwọ́ yín ló wá kù sí kò sẹ́nibọ̀dì tó kí ẹ̀ ń pa yín. Ìjà lásán ni ẹ̀yin méjèèjì ń jà ni tó dẹ̀ máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ dáadáa. So one thing tí mo fẹ́ kó understand ìyẹn pé Tóyìn, do not change who you are because you already have issue. Mo wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé ṣé every time tó bá ti ní issue pẹ̀lú èèyàn ló máa change ara ẹ̀. You change your personality, you change your character, you change your behavior because you already fight with somebody. Think about it that way. I know at this point you are confused about what you should do. But at the same time, don't lose yourself. Just because àwọn wèrè kan jáde, kò yẹ kó ṣe léyìí, tó bá já wọn ní irọ́ ni tó bá já wọn kò sí nǹkan tó máa ṣe sí. That is it. Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn is unpredictable. Even gan Funke that is angry, ẹ jẹ́ àwa frank and honest. Kì í ṣe pé Funke fẹ́ embarrass ẹ. Funke kàn bínú sí ẹ kò mọ̀ kó máa dé gbogbo stage. Funke kàn bínú sí ẹ ni. Nǹkan ṣìṣe ìbínú èèyàn. Mo sọ fún yín pé èmi náà ti ignore èèyàn kan rí bọ̀ kò séyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Funke ò mọ̀ kó máa dé gbogbo stage tó yẹ kó máa drag ẹ lórí social media. Àwọn gan ò mọ̀ pé things like this just happen. You cannot control it. Òun ò mọ̀ pé kí irú kíní wípé ò dáyàn lóhùn lásán. That is internet for you. Internet trend anything they want to trend. They don't care. So Funke gan ní ọkàn ẹ̀gan kò mọ̀ pé ó máa tó ilé ìgbà tí kíní yẹn ti ṣẹlẹ̀ tó ti di yam pepper scatter. Lòun náà wá wò pé kò sí nǹkan tó ń fẹ́ ṣe sí. But initially torí pé ó ń bínú sí ẹni. That is just it. And a lot of people will be in your inbox, will be in your message. Má dá wọn lóhùn lórí burúkú ló pọ̀ jù láàrin wọn. Nǹkan tí Funke ṣe fún mi lélẹ́yìí. Nǹkan tí Funke ṣe, they will now bring all the story of Funke to you. Wípé so that ẹjọ́ máa wà ní alliance against Funke. Má dá wọn lóhùn lórí burúkú tó bá ṣe ṣetán lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ náà tó padà lọ́sọ̀dọ̀ Funke. Understand that. A lot of them tó bá ṣe ṣetán lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ gbogbo nǹkan tó bá tún bá wọn rò náà wọ́n máa lọ gbé fún Funke. Nǹkan tó ń fa wàhálà láàrin ẹ̀yin méjèèjì ni. Nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ bá tún bára yín sọ, they will bring it again, they go and give it to Funke. Why? Because they feel like bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o bó ṣe ń ṣe ń bí ló ṣe ń ṣe náà. Àwọn èèyàn kan ló rojú ẹ̀ fún Funke, àwọn èèyàn kan ló rojú ẹ̀ fún Funke fún ẹ. So ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà lẹ́yìn sórí ayé ti yín sí. So nǹkan tí mò ń sọ fún ẹ ni pé at the same time don't lose yourself. Torí mò ń gbọ́ tó sọ pé Tóyìn ti change, kò ní kí anybody mọ́, kò ní ṣe kinní kan tó bá kíyàn mọ́. Ṣé o mọ nǹkan tí yẹn mean? Ṣé Funke nǹkan tó máa ń ṣe bí kinní at one point did she not become soft? Ṣebí Funke ò kí ń lọ sí anybody's party tẹ́lẹ̀. Ó kó pride sórí báyìí. Ìgbà tó rí pé ọjà òun ò mà ní tà kò mọ̀ ìgbà tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí mingle pẹ̀lú a lot of you. That is it. Nǹkan náà ń pè ní ayé nìyẹn. Má tún wá lọ ṣe kó tún wá lọ jẹ̀bi lé lórí. I know you are hot. It feels like a public disgrace, but it was a mistake that it wasn't meant to be like that. Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ fún ẹ. It wasn't meant to be like that. It was just a mistake that just took on peak. Nǹkan tí mo lè fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ wò ní ó dàbọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ tó gògò sọ wípé ẹ ti yóò tán ni pé kí lẹ̀ ń bára yín jà fún. Àdúrà yín ti gbà, Ọlọ́run ti gbàdúrà yín. Kí lẹ̀ wá ń bára yín jà fún. So nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ kó máa rò nìyẹn pé every time wípé ibi tẹ́ ẹ dé yìí torí pé ẹ big lọ́rọ̀ yín ṣe viral. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe big yẹn gan kẹ́ jọ come together kẹ́ lọ ṣe fíìmù kan lábẹ́ kẹ́ dẹ̀ gbé jáde kẹ́ jọ pa owó yín. Kẹ́ pa owó burúkú. Nǹkan táwọn èèyàn expect all this while yẹn gbogbo ìjà kátàrà àti tẹ́yìn jà. Ẹ kàn fún àwọn blogger ló ń jẹ ni. Èlò gan ló wá account yín. But lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yín èèyàn míì ti build career lé lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ìjà tẹ́ ẹ jà. That is one thing you should always know. Number 1 àti number 2 ń bára wọn jà. Ta ló máa lose ẹ̀yin ni? Instead of take your differences to the shaking it to the theatre. Àbí kí lẹ máa ń pè bí ẹ ti ń ṣe to the location. Sorry, má bínú. Theatre, doctor ló ń lo theatre. Take your differences to the location. Ẹ compete nínú fíìmù kẹjọ tátán fúnra yín. Fíìmù yẹn máa mi Nàìjíríà títí báyìí ni. But no, instead of you to make money, ẹ máa jẹ ikú kiri tó máa ń jẹ́rìí. So Toyin, as I was saying, you are a wonderful person. You are a wonderful lady. You just used to get it confused in life. You don't really know. Bó ṣe fẹ́ kí n ṣe ni, bó ṣe sọ pé kí n máa ṣe ni, so that you ní rí tèmi sọ. Sometimes you have to use wèrè to pot wèrè. Wèrè la fi ń wo wèrè. Torí tó bá tún wà nice jù nílé ayé yìí, wàá tẹ́ ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, you don't always give everybody what they want. You have to be your own person. Most of the time, this is why people don't understand it, is because they don't know the real person behind the mask. Ọ̀tọ̀ ni Toyin tó ń display. What you are displaying is what you want people to see. Àwọn èèyàn wá ní mind pé behind all you sọ ìkúnlẹ̀ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ìkúnlẹ̀ ò kì í ṣe wà. Ìkúnlẹ̀ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ àǹtí mi àǹtí pẹpẹ furu iná ni ẹ kábọ̀ máa ẹ kúlé máa ẹ gbọ́n mi ẹ ṣé máa kìíní yẹn. People don't know what is behind that. So people it's obvious for people to be like Toyin ó máa lábòsí lọ́wọ́. Nǹkan tí mo sọ, you cannot please the whole world. Sometimes ìwọ náà máa fi touch of wèrè touch of wèrè díẹ̀díẹ̀ wàá máa fi sí náà á máa mọ̀ pé ó pọ̀ ńlẹ̀ o bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe mú wá ni bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe wá sí ni kò sí ni ó pọ̀ ńlẹ̀. So bó o kì í ṣerú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, we don't know when you are hungry, we don't know if you are hungry, you are always apologizing, you are always explaining, you are always too nice. So it's obvious that people is going to be like, ọmọ yẹn lábòsí lọ́wọ́, because they cannot read the other side of you. Whereas queen mother àti rí ìgbà tó bá ti ṣe wèrè fún yàn, àti rí ìgbà tó bá play nice, àti rí ìgbà tó bá wà emotionally down, àti rí ìgbà tó bá ṣe understand gbogbo shade of queen mother láti rí. All shade of Ìyábọ̀ Òjó 50 shades of Ìyábọ̀ Òjó gbogbo ẹ̀ la mọ̀. She has a time she's hungry, she has a time she's in love with you, she has a different side with children, she has a different side with her fans, she have, we've seen her, but only there's only one side to you. Pẹpẹ fúùrù ni. There's only one side to you. It's only the pẹpẹ fúùrù that we can see. So it's obvious that when people cannot read who you are, they will just assume that ọmọ yẹn, she's covering up jàre, ìwà ẹ̀ burú. Irú ìjà tí wà tí Fúnkẹ́ jà yín sí báyìí. See how he twisted on you pé Fúnkẹ́ a mọ̀ pé Fúnkẹ́ ní ọgbà àná ó máa ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé òun nìkan ni, but at the same time àwọn èèyàn feel like Fúnkẹ́ tó lè react á jẹ́ pé ó ti ní nǹkan tó ti ṣe fún lẹ́yìn. That is why the shade was more on you, kì í ṣe pé torí pé ó kí, but people know that Fúnkẹ́ bó ṣe wà yẹn kò gba nonsense pé kó tó di pé ó react bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn á ti jẹ́ pé ó ti ṣe nǹkan fún lẹ́yìn náà, which is more understandable or more comfortable for people to believe pé Tóyìn yẹn àrí kó bínú rí, àrí kó jàre, àrí kó ṣe anything, a kàn máa ṣe nice náà kì í ṣe gbogbo ìgbà. Ẹ máa fi wèrè pọ̀ tiẹ̀, wèrè la fi ń wo wèrè náà ń pè. So Tóyìn, don't change who you are, but at the same time kì í ṣe gbogbo nǹkan ló máa dákẹ́ fún, kì í ṣe gbogbo nǹkan ló máa apologize fún. Sometimes update kárí púpọ̀ lẹ́ update lásán kò ṣèdí ẹni nǹkan kò ṣèdí, and don't be always pushing yourself like you want people to like you. You see Tóyìn, even if we hate you, we are still going to watch your movie. Mo fẹ́ kó mọ̀ yẹn. Even if we hate you, we are still going to go to the cinema and watch the movie. Nǹkan tó fẹ́ kó mọ̀ nìyẹn. Àwọn tó ń wo movie Queen Mother Return of Arinzo, àwọn ọ̀tá ẹ̀gán pọ̀ ń bẹ ju àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ lọ. Ó mọ̀ pé bí ilé ayé ṣe rí ni. Your enemies, they watch you more than your friends, because your enemy want to keep up with your lifestyle. They want to keep up with kí ló tún ṣe fíìmù wọn ò dùn. Àwọn ọ̀tá ẹ̀gán máa wo fíìmù ju àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ lọ. Your enemy even support you more than your friends. So if you understand that, but you're always a person that you don't want to make enemy, you want everybody to like you, like a fairy tale kind of life. You are a Cinderella, People will have an opinion. They will not be able to read who you are. So don't change, because about to Lord change. To need boundaries, what to Lord change, Tony. You just turn to a different person entirely, and people will still be like, kí ló wá ṣe ẹ́ ò dẹ̀ kó ṣánlẹ̀, èwo ni gbéraga. So you have to be able to balance it. Nǹkan tó kàn ní ìdínsìn is just like we have 5% of wèrè. Ó wà nílẹ̀ owó Priscilla ò kì í sọ̀rọ̀, bọ̀ tó bá máa ju update síta báyìí, oníkálukú máa ṣáàtì ẹ̀ báyìí ni. Wọ́n mọ̀ pé lion no dey born goat, ara ìyá ẹ̀ ló ti mú. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. You have to sometimes stand on your ground. We have not seen you, go out of character. Every time. Sometimes you have to let us if you don't have to on live video to say anything you are not ready to say, you can update. Don't just let things slide and be apologizing and be doing nice. Because anybody to 100% nice. I understand. I can feel with the and don't be confused, because if you'll be confused, you'll be doing like you don't care. Deep down you care. You have a very soft heart. You care. You were pained. Yes, it was humiliating. That's why it hurts. It hurts you so bad. But at the same time, if you don't tread lightly, if you say that I'm going to shaking it, you're going to JB Bomben, that is just it. So magic can't fancy chorus here, Lori. To bá débílẹ̀ tán, wọn ní bẹ́ẹ̀ sí bẹ́ẹ̀ o. wọ́n dẹ̀ káwọn Nollywood tó ti ń bá Fúnkẹ́ jà tẹ́lẹ̀ wọ́n wá bá ẹ̀ kọ́ wá máa fi ẹ́ ṣe refugee camp kọ́ máa pinch tent pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ kẹ́ wá form alliance àwọn tó yẹ ti Fúnkẹ́ nínú Nollywood. Do not let that happen. tó lórí burúkú ló pọ̀ jù láàrin wọn èèyàn tó máa bá tiẹ̀ jẹ́ náà wá. If they have the opportunity to demote you, they will demote you and they will demote you to number 5. They will be number 2. It will shock you pé ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ni nǹkan báyìí ni ó tẹ̀ tún máa yẹ lẹ́nu pé àwọn tó wá rojọ́ Fúnkẹ́ fún ẹ̀kan ló tún máa wá lọ ṣe kí ni ṣe fíìmù pẹ̀lú Fúnkẹ́. Don't you know? Àwọn tó máa wá rojọ́ Fúnkẹ́ fún ẹ àwọn ló tún máa wá ṣe fíìmù pẹ̀lú Fúnkẹ́. So nǹkan tí mi ń sọ nìyẹn pé Tóyìn, be very careful. This situation tó wà ń sìn, you'll be getting different advice, different this, different that. You have to understand how you're going to shake in it, how you're going to behave. Don't just jump into conclusion and be shame. I'm just looking out for you, my sister. You have literally done nothing wrong to the best of my knowledge. Okinyoni. You have literally done nothing wrong. Even if you're fighting with somebody, it's still courtesy, lati kieni. And Funke, on the other hand, because she was hurt, she didn't respond to you. So it just happened, then it trended because you are number 1 and number 2. That people have been pinching against each other for the longest time on this social media. So it just happened like that. Initially, it's not like she thought or she meant for it to happen like that. So at the end of the day, Emma, we're all right now. At the end of the day, Emma, we're all right. But you can take this and build something out of it. Àbí kẹ́ ṣe fíìmù kan kẹ́ bọ́ọ̀sì ara yín kẹ́ kó má sí nǹkan kan tó gbàbọ̀ kan kí gbogbo wa ká lanu ẹ wo fíìmù iná kó jẹ́ the biggest film of the century, number 1 and number 2 wa rí pẹ́yìn lẹ́yìn top ṣá kí táìmù yín tó lọ settle this thing in sin. I want to see the two of you. You are my biggest fan. Mo like energy. Settle this thing in a location. Settle this thing in a movie, in a cinema movie. Tó máa mi Nigeria títí. Táwọn èèyàn máa sọ pé before your time run out. Àwọn akínà pọ̀pọ̀ dàngbà yẹn, àwọn ni gbogbo ayé ń wò. Where are they today? Mr. Ibu gbogbo wọn àwọn dà. Before your time run out. Do something before you regret it instead of this stupid petty fight. Doesn't make sense. At the end of the day, Emma, we're all right. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. One of the that's it. I think, well, because for now, they just said they've told you whether they die down. They might come for each other, but the kidney is still there. Resistance is still there. The next event, the bá máa lọ àbí premier tẹ́ máa bá lọ. Bí a tó yìn máa jókòó sí bí báyìí, Fúnkẹ́ máa jókòó sí báyìí. Wọ́n lè má tiẹ̀ ríra wọn gan because eléyìí ò ní fẹ́ kélé, eléyìí ò ní fẹ́ kélé, But at the end of the day, it's a small word. Because mo máa ń wo kíní kan pé tí nǹkan bá ṣẹlẹ̀ sí either one of you, see, the other person máa gbọ́n pípípípípípí báyìí. Ẹ̀yin dẹ̀ rẹ̀ nínú Nollywood yẹn kò nǹkan òṣìṣẹ́ aláìmá ṣe yín. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Pèmí kàn sọ pé píntì láyé kò sí nǹkan kan tá a mú wáyé àyìn for you Fúnkẹ́. Kò sí nǹkan tá a mú wáyé, kò sí nǹkan tá a máa mú lọ. Píntì báyìí láyé. So learn to, accommodate people a little bit. You're too strict. It's only at the top before you become number 1. Yes, we know. But at the same time, this is number 2. Oh no, who share no sacrifice go to the number 2 now. No sacrifice that's the number 2 now. It's not easy for anybody. So be a little bit lenient. To bá tẹ́ kéré sí ẹ má lo opportunity yẹn kó má fi ṣe kíni kó má fọwọ́ lágbá lójú. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. So because at the end of the day, gbogbo nǹkan tó wà lọ́wọ́ yín tẹ́ ń pọ́nlé gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣì máa lọ wọ́n máa kéèyàn mi wọ́n máa demote yín ẹ máa rúpò wálé wọ́n máa kóyàn mi síbẹ̀. Kì í ṣe pé bó ṣe ń rí nìyẹn. Àwọn bàbá sòwé dá àwọn Latin ìdàlẹ́ ni. It's not a curse. It's the reality of life. So at the end of the day, you are going to leave the position. They are going to put another person for there. So waiting you go talk. I used to be no mad. That's just it. So that's all I can say. Whatever you feel about this video, God bless you.